Oh, yeah, keeping the trend going, keeping those animals filled, and getting the fields cultivated. I meant to say fed, but then I kind of flubbered it, and you know what? I'm rolling with it. It doesn't matter, because this is episode 134 of Elk Mountain. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here. We're in the second half of August, and things are looking pretty good. We're going to hop in the truck here. Oh, yeah. And, well, usual routine with our animals, you know, we always start off with the dog, really, and then it's the cows, but really, we start with the dog pretty much every day, and to end the day, too. Alright, well, cows, let's get them done. We can go get our water done real quick, and then continue on from there. Our water's nice out here, thankfully enough. You've been following along in the series. That was the last episode that this got moved over, and much more convenient, I must say. There we go. Hook up. Cows are feeding early this morning. Make our way around them, and we'll drop off some more water for them. They shouldn't really need much, to be honest with you. And that's number 2. Sweet. And just like that, hey, all done. You know what? We could just leave the water tank there. That way it is good to go for probably tomorrow, you would think. You know? Let's pull the truck up right here. Nice little spot for it. And we can go hop in our tractors over here. Fire this guy up. He can unload the rest of his mix. Fire this guy up. And you can start blowing out some straw. Look at that. Nailed it. Right behind with the parking. Amazing. Alright, that's all you got. That's all you got. That's all good. Pull on out of here. We'll refill. Look at that. We got plenty of straw in the bay there now, so that is awesome. We probably could top up with some more grass and silage as well. Or I guess hay and silage. But I think we're okay for today. Look at that. Look at that. Efficient as can be. Drop off into the arch shed, and then the beefy boys out in the field there, and then we're taken care of as far as food goes. I suppose the ranch barn could use a little bit more, considering that wasn't a full load they got, but either way, we're looking pretty good this morning. Well, what do you know? They didn't take everything in here, so we may as well go drop this off back into the other barn there, give him the rest of this, and we should be pretty good to go there. We might want to blow some more straw into the other shed there, which we can always pick up that tractor once we drop this one off, considering we'll be right beside it. So things are looking pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty good, buds. Alright, let's see. Crank it in there. That's the angle we're looking for. Oh, we did kind of oversteer a little bit. We had it, and then we lost it. There, that's what we want. That's what we want. We just want to squeeze in here. Oh my. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's enough to do this. Give them the rest of what we got, and we can just pull this tractor on out of here. There we go. Like so. Oh my gosh. Like so. There we go. And we're ready to load up another day. We may as well just go park it in its position there. We don't have to fill it up because it's unlike our other one. We got a nice big pipe here that fills us up real quick, so we don't have to wait on that. So there we go. Looking good. He can hang out there. And we can finish blowing the straw off in here. Alright, all of our animals are dealt with there, and as you can see, we have an absolute ton of flour now that we're producing 2 different types. So, we're going to go and bring this into town, get it sold, and as you can see, there was still some more left. So we will go ahead and sell that, as well as some other products we have in there. We got lots of bread and cakes, maybe a couple clothes, some stuff like that. I think a lot of eggs and stuff as well. So the faster we can get into town, the better. Might have to make another little pathway through there, but this truck is absolutely repping. I don't know if it got tuned up or what, but she is flying through town there. And looks like we are getting some help getting this field cultivated, so that is nice. I think when we get into town, we may lease another cultivator for our other field and try and get that done as well. Probably going to be a big one. We got some big tractors up there, and we'll maybe just do it ourselves. That way all of our fields are in a really good shape whenever we go to plant stuff. We could plant next month if we wanted to with some more grain, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure exactly the game plan that we're going to do with everything just yet, but it is definitely a good start. So we're going to pull in here. We can get this guy opened up, and we can go ahead and sell a ton of flour. So there you go. It should be a decent payday as well. Alright, well, I feel like it's been a little while since we've come into the lot after a sale, but like I said, want to make a little bit of a rental on a big cultivator, so we're going to do just that while we wait for our money to roll in. But I feel my phone buzzing right now, so I think that might be that e-transfer hitting.
Alright, store, what you got for me?
Nothing too crazy on sale, but we did make $90,000 from all of that flour, so that is awesome. Cultivators, we're going all the way to the end here. Let's see. This is the biggest one, it looks like, and 500 horsepower. We can do that. $6,500, so it's definitely not cheap, but that's okay. Like, it's going to be really useful. And as you might have seen, we'll check it out right now as well. This black Suburban, we got it on sale. It was 10 grand, which I felt still maybe a little bit too much. But, you know, considering the condition of the paint and all that. But it's going to be our next addition to our used garage there. So, I mean, hey, she fires up. That is a bonus. And you know what? I think, considering the paint is in such poor condition, you can see it's not really going too fast. It's just chugging along. Brakes, it could use some work as well. But I think we'll just bring this into the shop here and get these guys to paint it, because of course we don't have a paint booth. They do, so that is very helpful. They can get that done for us, and we can come back, pick some colors and stuff like that at some time. But for now, you know, we'll probably get some help with bringing that our new leased cultivator up to our other field, and we're gonna go pick up some more goods. By that time, hopefully, they've made their way up to the field with that, and we can go meet them up there and get rolling there. So all around, should be a pretty good day, you know, getting all of our fields prepared, cultivated, trying out some new cultivators and stuff like that, some new equipment. We've already almost made $100,000, so that's good. And we're coming up to next month being our first sugar beet harvest, so that should be interesting. We have plenty of money, thankfully, to lease a piece of equipment, because I imagine that's going to be close to $20,000-$30,000 worth of rental and leasing costs right there, which is not cheap by any means, but that is all right. So I think we will pop back this way. That way we can make just a nice pull around back into loading bay, and we can get loaded up nice and quick and head back out, make another sale, and miss some more money, and then we can get to our field work, which should be good. And this field is getting done as well, so that is awesome. Whoa, bumped the barrier, but that's what it's there for. Alright, we're pulling back in here, and we'll get the curtain cider opened up like so, and we can get her loaded up again. That's the rest of our flour, but we do have a lot more product to put in there, so we'll see on the other side. Well, there you go. The rest of our flour, what, 6, maybe 7 pallets of flour, a whole lot of butter, like 15 pallets worth of butter there, a couple pallets of cheese, a lot of bread there as well, as you can see, as well as a bunch of cakes. We got a bunch of cake stuff on there, and 2 pallets worth of clothes. So really a nice, well-balanced diet of products to be bringing over. So that is
Amazing.
Alright, well, it has been a little while since we've come through to Karen's booth here, but I have a feeling she might want some cakes and some fresh baked bread and such. I don't know. She probably won't take everything, but if she takes some of it, I'll be happy with that. Looks like she's opting for the flour over the cakes, which is interesting. Nothing much you can do there. But that's alright. We'll keep going with it and see how much we can get total for everything she wants to take. Alright, well that was a generous $110,000 invoice. So, that is amazing. We still have some cakes and clothing here as well. So we will sell those. No problem. And probably receive a fair bit more money as well. Because these are some luxury quality products right here. Alright, just pulling back in after another whopping $96,000 sale, I believe, for all those clothes and cakes, which is unreal. That's absolutely amazing, though, and we still do have a little bit, a lot of eggs, actually, still to sell, as well as a ton of meat. So, you know, hey, maybe we just bring this whole thing on up to the other farm as opposed to another vehicle, and then we could move a whole bunch of meat over as well to the smokehouse. That would be pretty unreal. So, you know, I was pretty much coming back to drop this off, but if we're headed up to the other farm there with this, we may as well just get going. Why not, right? Hopefully our cultivator is up there by now, but we will make our way. We did get our field, or our pathway rather, kind of extended out here. A little bit sketch on that hill. As long as we don't fly off this end there, I might want to put a barrier or something just to double check ourselves, but all around looking pretty good. I decided to leave this maple stand in here as well. You know, it's our original one, so I don't really want to get rid of it. It's a nice little thing to have, especially if you're pulling through here. Look at that. Wonderful. You'll drive by it, and it's something nice to see. I wouldn't necessarily recommend going up that hill with a full load, but, you know, if you got the right truck for the job, I suppose you could. But, whoa, we hit a little bump and went abso-fruitly flying. Oh man, well, that was interesting, to say the least. So, you know what, let's just take the back road here and, you know, just calm our nerves just a little bit. That was hectic. Thankfully, we turned out alright. We didn't flip or nothing crazy. And, you know what, I did actually see something over here that I hadn't seen before, so I think we might try it out. Normally we could go all the way around, but popping through the trees here, there is like an old overgrown bridge, so we actually can kind of cut across this little ravine and through the grass field if we like. And this grass is actually all ready to cut, so that might be something we should probably get to doing as well. But there you go. So we can pull up here and, well, probably get loaded up. But we might actually want to change what side we're opening up our curtain, just so that they got plenty of space there. But between little front loader backhoe guy over here, looks like the butcher is here as well. This is his truck. We didn't really get a good look at it the other day, but no, it's a nice truck. I like it. And so yeah, that means he's in there probably making more chicken wings and whatnot. But yeah, we can get this guy loaded up. That should be exciting to have a full truck worth of meat. Alright, made our way over to the big unit here. And I figured, hey, this guy's got like 640 horsepower, something like that. So running a 500 horsepower implement, we should still have over another 100 ponies in there. left to just let this thing run wild. So I'm pretty sure I asked them to drop it over on the far side here. We did get a little bit of help just loading up some bale trailers for us there. So I think we have a couple ready to go that we could bring down and transport. But we have so many bales up here, it's actually insane. But hey, what can you do about it? Good problem to have, I guess. This thing just looks like a big old dinosaur crawling through the field. I love it. Hey, there she is, looking good. Looking good. Alright, well, thankfully, we just have these kind of couple fields to get done today, because our other one is in the works, so that is just fine. We don't need to worry about the other farm field at all. I am tempted as well to increase this field size, you know, as well, and just absolutely get her done, you know, like... This is a big implement. We're already going to be doing it. We probably would have some stones to pick, but that's okay. I think for the moment we'll get done what we have. But we're going to start off with this small field, and then maybe, just maybe, we connect it to our big one there. I was thinking, hey, maybe this one turns into grass, but at the same time, you know, the way things are shaping out, I think if I want more grass, I would purchase that big plot of land just well, just in front of us here with kind of these rolling hills, and it's just all meadow land, so pretty much we could just have at it and cut however much we feel like we want to put in work that day and just get it all done. So that's always an option if we do need some more in the future. It's always nice to have more land in that sense, but at the same time, we're not... I don't think we're really hurting for it. I guess we'll find out possibly, you know, springtime in that little stretch where grass is growing, but it's not ready to cut just yet. That'll kind of be almost our break point of if we have enough to get us through in our mixing station there, because we're going to be processing, like, you know, maybe a couple times a year, making all that feed in there. So it's going to be kind of tough to gauge how much we have, but I think we will have enough. We generally have. Last year we did come up a little bit shy with stuff, so that's part of me is thinking maybe we ought to cut a little bit more than we do have. But at the same time, we've gotten rid of a fair amount of animals too, so that is a plus as well. We don't have as many to look after, not as many mouths to feed, so that is a bonus. So I think we will be okay for this season, but like I said, if we ever need to, that field over there is ripe for the picking. The only problem is it's so expensive because it has all those hills attached to it, is what it is. But you know, that kind of comes with the property ahead. And you know what, when we initially bought the property, the maple syrup farm there that we've made, that you know, behind it, that was all kind of gross rolling hills and stuff like that as well. And we managed to carve out a little bit of area for a nice campground in there as well, which has, you know, I've been hearing great things about it, and it's put a little bit more change in our pocket over the last, you know, year or so since it's been set up. So that is, you know, pretty fantastic. You never know what you can make of the land until you kind of get out there and put your noggin to it, you know. Alright, we got kind of an awkward little turn for this one. But once she's done, we got, alright, yeah, a couple more strips to go. And then, like I said, I think, you know, we might just combine this field over. Like, it's annoying the fact that this one's just like a small little field. You almost like forget about it until after you're done dealing with the big field, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's that one. So part of me wants to just connect it to that one and just make it one big job. You know, that's kind of what I initially intended when I purchased, you know, this field. I was like, hey, let's just make it one massive field. And then when I was plowing that first strip, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be huge. So I kind of made it only go halfway, But now that we're out here, you know, we got some bigger implements. I feel like we can take on the job. No problemo. So, one more little strip here, maybe two. And then we'll get to creating a little bit more field, I suppose. Oh, that's awkward.
We missed the spot. Okay.
Well, we'll go along this way. And then we'll come back and we'll grab the last one. So, let's get to it. Enough of me talking. Alright, well, we're almost finished here. We got a little bit left to do, but not a whole lot. So that is pretty good. This thing is, well, I say this thing as if you know what I'm talking about. The cultivator that we leased, this big boy, has done an excellent job, for sure. If we could line up all the widths perfectly each time, we probably would only have one or two more passes left. But I feel like we've done actually a pretty decent job. We've had a little bit of overlap, you know, especially when we're not completely straight like this. Then it's, you know, we have like one little bit over. But that's fine. I mean, for the most part, I think, like I said, we've done a pretty decent job all around. And hopefully, by the time we get done this, they got that truck packed full of meat. And we can bring over at least one full load to the smokehouse there. That would be awesome. The reviews so far have been amazing. I've really enjoyed it. Barbecue sauce there is to die for. And just the smell as soon as you kind of get over and up around there. Oh, so good. And we've actually been using some of the maple syrup as well in some of the barbecue sauces and stuff and just infusing it. And it's just so good. Got that smoked maple flavor. And, oh, just, it's good. It's good. So, we'll finish up our last couple little passes here. And, oh no, that's our first major mistake. Drifted a little bit too wide, but honestly, we're pretty much done, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, the fact that we haven't really left too many. Until now, we're just absolutely slopping it up in the finals here. It's not what you want to see. You want to see a strong finish. But, you know, it's kind of a little bit disappointing when you make it all the way there. You know, you make it to the playoffs, and then the last round, the finals, you're just like, yeah, oh. It's not what you want to see. Either way, there we go. We did extend out the field a little bit more on the width side as well. Just a little bit closer to the road over there as it's kind of grown in with the grass over time. So that's looking good. And, yeah, no, I like it. Once it all gets planted and, you know, as a big old crop in the ground, it should look pretty good. You can see all the areas where we've been around with the old roads there, but that is all good. And considering we have this little bridge over here, I think that's probably super helpful in getting around through the field and stuff like that if it's full. So you know, there's nothing in it now, so we don't really have to take the road, but we will take this big boy on back to the barn there. And it's coming up to 5 o'clock in the day here, so the day's starting to come to an end, and the timing couldn't be better because, yeah, we got pretty much everything done we needed to today. We've made a ton of money, probably another fat invoice on the way once we get all that meat dropped off as well. And yeah, I don't know, all these fields are looking ready to go. We got a sugar beet harvest next month. That's coming up ASAP, and I'm looking forward to that. We've never done sugar beet before, so that's going to be a whole new machine, a whole new process. I don't know, do we need special trailers for it? Can we use our road train that we have? Are we even going to need that much space and that many trailers? All these unknowns that are going to be answered tomorrow, but either way, I'm looking forward to it. I think we're ready for the challenge at this point. You know, we've got a lot of fields, a lot of equipment, and a lot more know-how than we did when we started this place. I'm not saying we know what we're doing, but, you know, I will say we're doing better than we were when we started. So, that being said, let's get this wiggle booty boy back parked up in its spot. I guess it doesn't need to go where it was before. I just... instinctually, that's kind of just where I ended up taking him. Still getting used to the turn, like just how she reverses. I don't know, sometimes it messes with me. Alright, we're blocking the entrance just a tad, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, well, there's a fully loaded trailer of meat. Geez. We got a couple chicken wings on the back. Otherwise, we're full of beef chuck, sirloin steak, Angus beef, porterhouse chuck. Like we got it all. We got lamb. So oh, it's good. We got a good mix and a whole schwack load of meat in here. And to think this was like 3 or 4 or 5 trailer loads worth of animals, and now it is one massive, fully loaded trailer weighing like 60,000 pounds worth of just straight up meat. So bring it on over to the smoker, and that should really cap off our day with another fat invoice and really a lot more fruits for our labor, and possibly we can be going home with a little bit of smoked meat for dinner as well. See what they got hot and ready at the moment for old Randy boy. So I think we can squeeze on through the back here, try and avoid this tree if we can, and get all this stuff sold. This should be good. No idea what to expect, but I mean, for 3 pallets we had almost $10,000. So that being said, this should be well over 100. You know, 6 figures, right? Hey, well, you don't want to take chicken wings. Alright, well, $93,000 worth of meat products dropped off there to be made, to be processed, and we'll make even more off the profits of that as well. So that is amazing. They did not take the chicken wings, and we have a lot of chicken wings. So I'm thinking we might have to set up a chicken wing restaurant or something like that in town. I don't know. But if the smokehouse is not taking those, then, you know, hey, it might not be a bad idea to set up like a little wings spot or something like that. You know, who doesn't love hwangs? So, alright, let's change our tip side there. Let's get this other side opened up. And, well, we'll probably... I should shuffle these around. But we'll get it loaded up with wings, and then we can figure that out for tomorrow. Alright, well, we made our way up to the campsite, and I think we're just going to hang out in the lodge here tonight. Why not? The sun's going down. We still got lots of time to, you know, enjoy some barbecue and kick our boots off, relax for a little bit. So I think we're going to do just that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and, you know, stay tuned. We got lots more coming. We got a sugar beet harvest coming up next month, so stay tuned. Look forward to that. Thanks so much for joining. We'll see you in the next one, alright? Bye-bye.